This Dr. Pepper has been sitting for 1 week with the Jakari soda pump attached to it. Is it possible 1 week later that this Dr. Pepper is not flat? Stick around and find out. This is part 2 of the Jakari soda pump review that we're doing. If you're just now joining us, click the video up ahead of me. That's part 1 and it will get you caught up to speed.
Just a quick rundown. I got this Jakari soda pump Fizz Keeper fairly cheap on Amazon. Now, it's supposed to keep your soda from going flat. Now, they never say in the ad copy that's going to keep it going flat forever. So
right.
That's just, you should understand that's advertising. But we decided to do a little test. We got this Dr. Pepper. We did a taste test last video.
Yep.
It's been a week. It's been in my fridge with the soda pump on it. Closed. We pumped it up with air. I checked it around Wednesday. I opened the fridge and felt that it's kind of tight. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm analyzing it a little bit more.
It's tight.
Now I can't really get any more air the way it was, initially. So
right.
I'm curious how that works. So
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I've always been a little skeptical of these kind of it's not a miracle product. It's just
right.
a cool product that saves something like this.
Fixing
why
the
hasn't
problem.
Everyone been having these? But
right.
also, it's kind of ridiculous looking this in your fridge. You got this one thing. But if you buy a lot of soda, it might be worth it. So
sure.
You ready to break this thing
open? Let's do it. Let's get to it.
We had a little trouble getting this thing open. So there we go.
It sounded like you just opened it.
I mean,
like if it was a fresh bottle.
Strong.
Smells like
I should have shaken
strawberry cream Dr. Pepper.
Just to see if it had a little bit of... We'll see. It's a little flat. I don't know.
There's some bubbles in there.
And
I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a little bit of...
Kind of what you might... It's not going to be perfect, but maybe that's what you'd expect from something that's... It's fighting...
Oh. Look at the bottom. There is bubbles on the bottom, though.
Interesting.
So,
I mean, for something that's kind of fighting...
Like it looks like there's a little bit of fizz. I don't know if this is working, if this is getting in focus or not, and you can see it. But there are tiny bubbles and a little bit of that, kind of like that little bit of I call it baby foam.
Effervescence and stuff like that.
That's a very fancy word.
I don't even
Come
know.
on.
I can't spell it.
We're from SEMO.
That's right.
Southeast Missouri. But let's try it out. Let's get to it.
Okay. I can taste the... I'm not going to call it flat.
It's in between.
Yes, I can taste what that little on the back of the tongue, that thing you taste from. It's a little... You know how it doesn't have the bite that a carbonated soda has.
Yeah, it doesn't have that... it's crazy. You never... you forget what it's like to drink your first soda.
Yeah.
But then I see my oldest, who's 4, him whenever he tried soda for the first time, you just saw his reaction, it burnt his throat going down.
I mean,
and it doesn't really have that part to it, but there are, you might be able to see it. There are bubbles there, in there, but it's just it's not flat. I would say it's textured.
It's still, I still think it's a very smooth, what it reminds me of, to be honest, is a little bit of did you ever have the Pepsi Nitro?
Yep.
I always described it as a gimmick that ultimately it's a flat tasting soda. I didn't hate it, but, it lost a little something in the production of this little gimmick product. Yeah.
So then, what do I do next? I push the button?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right. So after another pumping,
if that even does anything.
There's bubbles. A little bit of bubbles.
So this is my takeaway from this. A week later, for a product that I would argue is sort of fighting the scientific process of carbonated soda.
Right.
That might be, unless you know something else that we don't know about, as good as you're going to do to keep a soda alive.
That's been opened.
It's not going to taste brand new and fresh, but you remember if you remember the last video, we really liked the Dr. Pepper Strawberries and Cream, and
it's still drinkable.
It's holding on to that flavor a little bit. Now I think it's like you said, you call it the midway point. It's sort of, it probably extended it a little bit.
Right.
Now we could have probably maybe got a separate bottle, kept that on its own in a bottle by itself, and see. We do that as a test.
Right.
Again, we typically take these experiments and don't think them through all the way.
Yeah.
When we do our blind taste test and didn't do it properly. So, but for what this, this was a relatively cheap product from Amazon. I think I hesitate to say it does it perfectly, but it does something.
I think that, if you have a 2-liter and you pop the top on it and pour you a cup, I don't think it would hurt to put this on there and bump it up. I think it might make it last a little bit longer.
Especially if you happen to keep sodas around a bit.
Right.
Because I know when I was a kid, we used to get sodas all the time, and they would just go quickly because it was 3 boys, and we just blew through sodas. But
right.
If you're not that type of person, you're just gonna, you're gonna have a 2-liter around or something like that. It might save a little flavor for you.
If that's something that you want to see us do, leave a comment below. If you want us to do more of a long-term test on a 2-liter just to see what results we get, leave us a comment. We get enough comments, we will do it.
And I do know they make something for cans similar.
Right.
So we're going to have to try to find that and try that out. So
once again, if that's something you want to see, leave a comment below.
Yeah. And if you know of some other tricks, if you've tried this yourself, the Jakari Soda Pump Fizz Keeper, let us know. Did we do something wrong? Did we screw it up? You know how the people on the internet are. They all have a lot of opinions.
They do.
And they want to tell you, even if you didn't ask for it.
Right.
This time we are asking for it. That thing is ridiculous.
When the soda's empty, it gets really top heavy.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think just like this bottle of soap, bottle of soap. Just like this bottle of soda has become empty, I think it's now this episode has reached the end.
That's a good transition.
Yeah, as always, if you want to see more of us, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell so you're notified whenever we post a new video.
That's right. Thank you guys for watching.
Goodbye.